Yeah, she wanted a break for her.
Really?
4 months.
Okay, we're going to call the 9th meeting of this year to order. This is the Village Board of Trustees, the Village of Depew, July 24th, 2023, and we're starting about 7:03. First, we'll start with the pledge from Trustee Kraft.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just remain standing. Do the invocation. As we gather here today, we pray that we are ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community. Let us continue to strive to make a better world. We are thankful for this day that you have given us, for its blessings, its opportunities, and its challenges. May we appreciate and use each day that comes to us. May we pray for strength and guidance for each day as it comes, for each day's duties, for each day's problems. May we be challenged to give our best always, and may we be assured of your presence with us. Amen. Okay. Trustee Hammernick with the notification of fire exits.
The emergency exits are located to my left and to the rear of the room. In the event of an alarm emergency, please move in an orderly fashion to the exit and evacuate the building.
Need a roll call, please?
Trustee Hammernick?
Yes.
Trustee Zimba?
Here.
Trustee Kraft?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Adolph?
Here.
And Mayor Peterson?
Here. Approve the Village Board meeting minutes from July 10th, 2023.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that we accept the Village Board meeting minutes from July 10th, 2023.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Next item of business, approve the Planning Board meeting minutes from June 1st, 2023.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Approve the Planning Board minutes, meeting minutes of June 1st, 2023. Number 1, Daniel L. Bakari on behalf of Joseph Milazzo for vacant property located at 0 Rossiter Avenue at the intersection of Buchanan Street, SBL, 103-12-4-28, Depew, New York. Requesting approval to subdivide the parcel. Approved with the recommendation for the Village Board to accept the Seeker Type 2 action.
I second the motion.
A roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammernick?
Yes.
Trustee Zimba?
Yes.
Trustee Kraft?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph?
Yes.
And Mayor Peterson?
Yes. Relatively light agenda tonight. You'll be able to make any comments initially here on what is on the agenda. Later on this evening, you'll be able to make any public concerns or comments on any topic. So first up tonight, we'll be appointing 2 new police officers to the Depew Police Department, and we have Captain Norick here to handle the duties of that. Next is the permission for the Depew Fire Department to take Ladder 5 to an aerial operations course at the Tonawanda Firegrounds located at Fire Tower Drive in Tonawanda. That's Thursday the 3rd, 2023, and Monday, August 7th, 2023, from 6 to 10 p.m. Next is the authorization for the administrator to advertise for bids on the sidewalk projects. That's the money that we get from the consortium on this side of Transit Road. And those would be from Lincoln Street, Olmsted End, where they ended work in 2022, to the pathway at the Dawson Playground, Gould Avenue from Suffield to Meridian, and the sidewalks in front of the Don Polsky at 570 Gould, north and south side. Authorize the mayor to sign the proposal. Be it resolved to proposal from Nussbaumer and Clark. Their address is 3556 Lakeshore Road, Suite 500 in Buffalo, 14219, for professional engineering services for the Terrace Cheektowaga Improvement Project. Phase 7 of our DEC consent order. Authorize the mayor to sign J. O'Connell and Associates on the grant writing contract that we have with them. We have asked them for a one-year extension, if you would, from July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2024. Instead of a two-year, we had a two-year the last couple of times. Next up is seeker negative declaration for 0 Rossiter Avenue, which was the property we talked about at the planning board, correct? Mm-hmm. It's on the same address. DPW grass cutting. Still encountering some numerous vacant and foreclosed homes in the village, and orders to remedy the property was sent out by our code enforcement officers. And we had, it's only, so there's 5 addresses on the list this time. One at South Warsaw, one on Kiefer, one on Harvard, one on Rumford, and one on Anthony. So initially, if anybody has any comments on those agenda items, step to the podium, state your name and address, and ask the question. Anybody have any questions? Okay. That's why we explain them. It tends to work better that way. We explain them first. All right, so we're going to get started. I'm up first, number 1, appointment of police officers. Pursuant to Section 4-400 of Village Law, I, Mayor Kevin Peterson, do hereby appoint Harry Hartman to the position of police officer effective July 30th, 2023, at a rate of pay that's stated in our budget. Also, Michael Wolford to the position of police officer effective July 31st, 2023, also at a rate that's specified in our current budget. And I'd like a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammerneck.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
And Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
So tonight, do we have our new officers, Harry Hartman and Michael Wolford here? Yes. Would you stand? And I'm going to turn it over to Captain Norick, Tim Norick.
I just want to introduce our 2 new officers. First, I want to say congratulations. Thank you, Mayor and Board of Trustees. Harry Hartman. Harry Hartman is a graduate from the State University of New York at Brockport. He's come into our department with experience as a federal police officer where he worked for the United States Department of Veterans Affairs. He currently serves security forces in the Air Force National Guard and has been highly recommended by all those who we contacted. His references characterize him as an individual that is trustworthy, hardworking, mature, courteous, and an asset to any team. Michael Wolford. He's a graduate of the State University of New York at Buffalo with a degree in criminology and a minor in law. While attending UB, he was a student athlete and received the Mid-American Conference Award for maintaining a cumulative average GPA of 3.5 for 4 full years as a student athlete. He also placed 3rd at the 22-23 Outdoor Track and Field Mid-American Conference Championships in the men's decathlon. He's been a lifelong resident of Depew and attended Lancaster High School. His references characterize him as an individual who comes from a great family, is trustworthy, hardworking, and dependable.
So which one is Hartman, which one's Wolford? Hartman, Wolford? Okay, so, Mr. Hartford, you were the football player?
Yes.
At Brockport? And track and field?
Yes.
Okay. So to our officers that are out here, maybe you want to consider bringing back that charity softball game that you challenged the fire department on. Sounds like you've gained some athletes. So it's been a few years since we've done that. It might be something you want to think about. Congratulations, and Cap, come on up, fellas.
Present your badges here.
Board members, anything you'd like to say? Trustee Zimba, anything?
Michael and, I'm sorry, Harry, my local union has the privilege to represent a number of law enforcement groups throughout Western New York. I know the numbers are decreasing, so thank you guys for signing up to do this, and please keep our residents safe. Thanks.
Anything, Audrey?
I just want to say welcome to our village, and thank you for choosing us.
On this side of the table?
Welcome, and I can't remember which one you said was
Harry,
local.
both of them.
Well, you mean
Like
UB?
grew up here.
Michael.
Oh, well, thanks for saying local. And welcome to you.
Deputy Mayor?
I think as you get into the department, you'll see how collaborative we are here, and I hope that you'll continue to want to grow with us. So thanks for joining us, and good luck in your careers.
Good luck, gentlemen, in the academy.
Thank you very much.
All right.
I think Michael was one of my customers at Tops many, many years ago. I know. His family.
All right. Next up, we have permission for the Depew Fire Department.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Permission is hereby granted to the Depew Fire Department to take Ladder 5 to an aerial operations course at the Tonawanda Fire Grounds located on Fire Tower Drive in Tonawanda on Thursday, August 3rd, 2023, and on Monday, August 7th, 2023, from 6 p.m. till 10 p.m.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. Resolution number 3, authorize administrator to advertise for bids on the sidewalks on the Lancaster side of the village.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution, move for its adoption. Be it resolved, the village administrator is hereby authorized to advertise for bids for the sidewalk improvement project. The following streets will be in the bid: Lincoln Street, parentheses, Olmsted Avenue to the end of the 2022 work, close parentheses. Pathway to Dawson Playground, Gould Avenue, parentheses, Suffield through toward Meridian, end parentheses. And sidewalks in front of Don Polsky, 570 Gould, parentheses, north and south side, close parentheses. Dates will be set once the bid project is completed.
I'll second the motion.
Get a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammerneck.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution 4, authorize the mayor to sign a proposal from Nussbaumer and Clark.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved that Mayor Kevin Peterson is authorized to sign the proposal from Nussbaumer and Clark Incorporated, 3556 Lakeshore Road, Suite 500, Buffalo, New York, 14219, for the professional engineering services for the Terrace Cheektowaga Improvement Project, Phase 7 CAP.
I'll second the motion.
Get a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammerneck.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution 5, authorize the mayor to sign the J. O'Connell and Associates Incorporated grant writing agreement.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Whereas the Village of Depew would like to utilize J. O'Connell and Associates, 10646 Main Street, Clarence, New York, 14031, for the purpose of grant consultation. Whereas the Village of Depew will use J. O'Connell and Associates for the agreed-upon price of $8,500 per quarter for the grant consultation services from July 1st, 2023 until June 30th, 2024. Now therefore, be it resolved that Mayor Kevin Peterson is authorized to sign the service agreement.
I second the motion.
Get a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammerneck.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution 6, seeker negative declaration for 0 Rossiter Avenue, SBL number 103.12-4-28.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Whereas the Depew Village Board has considered the environmental record be prepared for this action, including any comments received from the public and interested agencies, and the proposed negative declaration. Whereas the Village of Depew Village Board as lead agency has reviewed the minutes of the Planning Board meeting held on June 1st, 2023, in which the Planning Board recommended to the Village Board as lead agency that the proposed action involving the subdivision of land at the above referenced property is considered with an unlisted seeker action, and furthermore, that the proposed action will not have a significant adverse impact on the environment, and that a negative declaration should be issued. And whereas the Village Board as lead agency has applied the criteria listed in 6 NYCRR 617.4 parentheses B to this action, and considering all the relevant documentation and information submitted, determines that this action will not have a significant adverse impact on the environment. And whereas the Village Board of the Village of Depew as lead agency concurs with this recommendation of the Planning Board. Now therefore be it resolved that the Village Board of the Village of Depew as lead agency for the seeker review of the proposed action hereby issues a negative declaration in connection with the unlisted activity. And be it further resolved that the mayor is authorized to execute any necessary documents relating to the issuance of a negative declaration.
I second the motion.
Get a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammernick?
Yes.
Trustee Zimba?
Yes.
Trustee Kraft?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph?
Yes.
And Mayor Peterson?
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution 7, permission for DPW grass cutting.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution and move for its adoption. Whereas the village is encountering numerous vacant and foreclosed homes in the village, and orders to remedy have been issued to the property owner of record. Whereas the high grass is a nuisance to neighbors and attracts rodents. Be it resolved, permission is granted for the Department of Public Works to now mow any property that is not mowed by the due date on the order to remedy for the 2023 year. The cost of said mowing, parentheses S, will be attached to the village tax bill for said property. Please see attached list of properties.
I second the motion.
Get a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammernick?
Yes.
Trustee Zimba?
Yes.
Trustee Kraft?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph?
Yes.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes.
And that's carried.
Item 8, employment applications were received in the last 2 weeks for our DPW, Michael Harm, Jacob Smith, Eric Overholt, Patrick Coyne, Paul Kemsley, Philip Wayland, Christopher Peters Jr., and Jonathan Brumbaugh. And also for our rec department, Olivia Kala. Department head reports is building June 23. We need to have somebody, don't we do that? Yes. Would you take that?
Sure.
Darren, thank you. And Andrew?
Yep.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that we accept the department head reports for the building department, June 2023.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Carried. Thank you. I neglected to sign that. Unfinished and other business, there are none. And looking out, I don't have any electeds here today. So we will go around the table here before we go to public comments and concerns. Kate, you're up in code today.
Okay, let's see, we are still continuing with grass cuttings, the violations, the stack is not as thick as it was at the beginning, so if everybody could just keep their lawns weeded and mowed, that would be great. The new marijuana dispensary is now open on Transit Road. Looks like it was a successful opening weekend for them. The antenna on French Road is gone officially and should not be returning, so if anybody sees anything being built on that lawn, you gotta tell me. And the old so on and so forth is going to turn into an Amish furniture store soon. And still no expected opening date for the car wash.
What's in the Singer sewing
The
building?
the Amish furniture.
On the shore. Okay. All right, we'll go around the table. Captain Norick, you're up.
Our police recruits that were just sworn in tonight, they're going to be starting the academy March 31st. They graduate December 15th from the academy.
March,
No, that doesn't sound right.
August,
I'm sorry,
right?
July 31st to December 15th.
Speed course, man.
Yeah. Our public safety dispatchers will be moving into their new state-of-the-art dispatch center tomorrow morning. So that's big news. It's been a long time in the works. Again, thank you to the mayor and board of trustees for everything that they've done to make that possible. And we're going to be participating in a Governor's Traffic Safety Committee grant the week of August 14th. It's a speed enforcement campaign for speeding violations. We'll have extra officers out there. There'll be a press release on our social media pages on that.
Do we have something official tomorrow with the dispatch office? Do you know?
I think they're going to do it later on. They want to work out all the kinks, and then they're
Okay.
going to have like a press release on that with an actual ribbon cutting and
So we've expanded that probably 4 times what the other one is.
yes,
Right.
yeah.
And there's been numerous people that have helped us. We've done it in-house pretty much. I know that the fellows in PD have had a lot to say with that, as well as in dispatch, to try and make it the very best of worlds. I mean, there's bathrooms in there now, which there's not before, small kitchen, right?
Kitchenette, yeah, yeah.
And OEM is also a part of that as well.
Right, yeah. They'll be connected to OEM.
We had a lot of money come from our Erie County legislator, Frank Tadaro. He was able to secure 140 grand towards the project. And we've moved some monies around inside the budget in order to help fund some of that. Look forward to it. Looks nice.
Thank you.
Stairs are up in the back, right? Okay, cool. All right, we'll go to the other side. Fire Chief John Gothier.
Okay, I only got, our annual open house will be next Tuesday, August 1st. We will be having it at Veterans Park this year, and that will be from 6 to 9 p.m. So come on out, meet some firefighters, and bring the kids. We'll have all kinds of activities for them as well. We will have a food truck and an ice cream truck on location if you're hungry and want some dessert. Other than that, 17 calls so far for the month of July with 202 year-to-date.
Number of members, you have that one? 100
I believe with the juniors, 116.
okay. All right, from Rec, Kevin Ferguson.
We have the second session of swim lessons this week. We have 18 students, which is a pretty good number. We've got 2 weeks left in all our softball, volleyball, kickball, outside activities at Fireman's Park, and that's come to a close. The rink is going to open September 17th. I got a meeting with Mike Answini next week. He's the head guy that is in charge of the Regals. He's our biggest tenant, so just want to make sure we get everything ironed out with him and his organization. And that's it.
I did get a proposal Friday, another proposal for Lancaster hockey that I'll share with you about the ring,
Sure.
okay? And Ken Pick, our DPW superintendent, and our co-worker of the year, just so you know, everybody voted for Ken, and he got the very first Terry Wilkowiak Memorial Award, the Tear.
Thank you. We're going to start milling and paving. We're going to start milling July 27th, working along with the villages and towns of Lancaster, The streets that we're gonna start on are Brunswick, Laverack, Sanilac, Spawn, and part of Calumet. We will have sheets delivered to the addresses with the dates on it, and they will also be posted on our website. That's all I have.
Generally, for those to know, it's about 10 years that it goes through a cycle, correct? Thereabouts?
Yes,
Yeah, pretty close.
depending on the condition of the streets, too.
Good. All right, we'll go to Sam Legal.
Okay, Mayor Peterson, I'm sorry to say this, but Deputy Mayor Adolph did a fantastic job covering the meeting. I mean, he crushed it. It was great. You do a really good job too, but I just wanted to give kudos where kudos are due. Great
March
job.
18th, 2027. That's all I can tell you.
It's good to plan ahead. Good job to everyone on Founder's Day. I wish I was able to spend some more time there. I have a bunch of children, some of whom are badly behaved. Most are good, but
I'm not sure the park could have taken the Alba clan too much longer.
no, you don't want them in the beer tent. And then on a serious note, I am thankful to the police department for sending three, I was corrected, not detectives, lieutenants, to the red flag law ERPO training we put on at the Law Enforcement Academy. It was great to see Depew represented. I presented there along with the City of Buffalo attorney, a superintendent from, I think, Frontier or Star Point, I forget the school district, along with Rachel Newton and two detectives from Amherst. So it was a very good, informative program. Thank you for sending some of our guys.
Okay, we'll go through our trustees. Trustee Zeba, anything today?
Nothing this evening.
Trustee Hammerneck?
Nothing this evening.
Trustee Kraft?
Just bouncing off of the Father's Day talk, or Founder's Day talk. That was a lot of fun. And hopefully next year we can expand more on the kids section. Thank you to Rec for the volunteers. They were awesome.
Good.
Yeah, that's it for me.
And did you have something about OEM you wanted to recognize? Was that you?
Oh, yeah, no, just their action plans, like RJ was saying before.
Came into play that,
Yeah.
that we had a couple of small instances where people got either a little bit too intoxicated, I guess, or some other issue.
Yeah, no.
And you found the one kid too, right?
Yeah, that was a little scary. But the execution of the action plans was flawless, and they did a really great job.
Okay, and your head's not too big, Deputy Mayor Adolph, you got anything to say tonight?
So you'll notice that around Veterans Park on Terrace and hopefully then going down to Fireman's Park, if you look up when you're driving or out and about, there's some new banners that are going up displaying the village of Depew. There's sponsorships that we're grateful for. This was at zero cost to the village. We had a company do it and they ran it through the sponsorships. If you're out there and you are interested in sponsoring a banner for the village, they're still accepting sponsorships so that we can get more of these big banners on the electric poles in the village, which is a great way to beautify our village. And again, the collaborative nature of everyone to help make Founder's Day come together was really awesome to see again. Special shout out to the committee that put it together. So thank you.
Village Administrator, Regina?
Yeah, just expanding on Founder's Day. It was a success. It's a lot of work, but our departments are all amazing and all work so well together. And I mean, DPW had it all taken down by 8:10 on Sunday morning, and you wouldn't have known that, you know, we had thousands of people in the park that day. And with the fire department and their running of the beer tent, and, you know, the volunteers from RAC helping with the kids zone, and everybody just stepping up and taking a part and working together to, you know, provide entertainment and a great time for our village. So it's a lot of work to put on, but I'm, you know, so proud to be a part of it, and I'm so grateful that we have such an amazing team to make it happen.
So we've done 3 full Founder's Days like that, 2019, 2022, 2023. 2021 was Founder's Day Light, which was just one band, no beer tent, due to COVID. And we lost 2020 due to COVID. So a little history on it. It was put together by former Mayor Nikonowitz and the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce back in 2017, the summer of 2017, as we came out of the dissolve the village vote, which was overwhelmingly, the dissolving of the village was turned down by 73% to 27%. And the thought was, at the time, to have a little bit of a celebration in anticipation of the 125th year. So we've been able to continue to do it by bringing in some pretty decent music talent and pull it off. We're looking for ideas, so if somebody wants to help, we certainly welcome your help. We'll again look at it for next year, 2024, which would be the 130th year of the incorporation of the village. So we don't feel we've outgrown Veterans Park at this point, but at some point in time, if it gets that way, then work at Fireman's Park will be done and we can move forward with that. So with that, anybody that has any comments on any topic, something from tonight, something from last meeting, something just on your mind, step to the podium, name and address, and we'll do our best to answer. Dave Burkhardt. Autumn Lee, what number? 5 Autumn Lee.
With the hiring of the two new police officers, does that equate to a full number of policemen that we normally have, or?
We'll be at 29. 30 is our full complement, so we'll be at 29.
So are we going to be hiring more in the future then? I mean, sure.
Yeah, we anticipate more retirements too coming up, so.
And for about the hockey rink, Aunt Sweeney, he's at Holiday. They're going to start moving some of their teams over here?
I've had them for 3 years now.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Gee, I didn't think they ever left that place.
No, this is my 3rd year with them, right?
Oh, yeah, 3 years.
Yeah, he's been here he's our biggest tenant.
Oh, okay.
He's got multiple teams.
Well, I know, he's been around where my kids were living,
Yeah.
so.
So,
All right, thank you.
Well.
Oh, can I say one more thing? I brought this up many years ago. As long as they're putting up banners, we've in our travels we've passed towns, even going down to the casino down in Salamanca. There's little towns that have banners of their veterans, and I would love to see that even around the park or down Broadway or
That is
whatever.
in the works.
Yep,
It
it's in the
takes
works.
longer than the time to produce those banners. We have to get pictures of certain resolution quality, and they suggested that we not do that the first year, that we use the first year with something pretty generic. Everybody recognizes the gazebo on it.
Right.
And to get the program rolled out, that is something that we could start here and get to next year and have enough time to get those pictures together.
Yeah, I forget what village or town it was down.
Arcade, Franklinville. Yeah,
Maybe,
I've seen them.
that was probably it down there, and it's just even if you just wanted to get an idea of how they did it. And,
Well, we've seen them too. Yeah. Yeah, they just suggested that we not do it the first go-round.
Okay.
So we're following their advice.
All right. Thank you.
Anybody else tonight? Mr. Paul Sprata. 44 August?
58.
58. Thank you. Who was it?
See, Paul, I got your back.
He'll be over for dinner.
Got my front and back. Just a couple things I want to mention. The police mentioned earlier they're going to crack down on speeding. Now that Transit Road has been repaved, that's turned into a speedway. I'm sure you're aware of it, but I don't want to see anybody get hurt or worse.
Just because they repaved it, it's a speedway? They've been.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they redid some of the storm sewer receptacles too, so you don't have that, that bump and go. So it's really I've noticed it's a big speedway. And now with the cannabis shop open there at the Town and Country Plaza, it's drawing more. I'm sure you're aware of it, so thank you. One other thing I want to mention to Ken maybe, I've noticed a tree, standing dead tree on Sheldon, just south of Walden, between Hinchy and Walden. It's I think it's a maple tree. It's been standing
Lancaster.
dead for years.
Lancaster.
It's Lancaster.
It's Lancaster?
Get your buddies in Lancaster on that one.
Okay. I will,
Yeah, it's the one as you're going to Walden on the right.
on the left side, if you're going south.
Okay, so if you're coming this way, it is on the left side, yep.
Yeah. It's
They- I
it's a
think-
big tree.
Yes, it is.
Standing dead for many years.
Yes, it is.
I don't want to see it hurt
Yeah.
somebody or some property, so, but that's Lancaster.
Yep.
Okay.
Village,
Bring it up
so you
to-
can, Mayor Ruda, take that.
Oh, yeah, I'll talk to Lynn.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Paul,
That's all I got.
last week when I was coming in, when I was flying in, I just wanted to let you know, as I went over your house, I told him to tip the wing to wave to you.
You know, that's really annoying, and there's nothing you can do.
Way to stoke the fire.
Can't shoot the horn, but he can stoke the wind, right? That's gonna last till the fall, I believe.
September.
September.
And then they're gonna start it up again next year?
Ooh, I don't think, I didn't know
I
that.
didn't mean to open up a can of worms, I just wanted to tip
Yeah.
the wing to you.
You should live where I live. They come over at 2:30, 3:30, 4:30 in the morning. It's annoying. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Anyone else tonight? All right. We'll go to claims and accounts.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, meet the following resolution and move for its adoptions that the claims and accounts have been audited by the Finance Committee and are approved for payment as follows.
$917,552.82 from the general fund, $36,579.75 from ARPA, 0 from community development, $948.78 from the sewer fund, and 0 from capital projects, with a total of $918,501.60.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. 13th item is adjournment.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I move that we adjourn tonight's meeting at 7:40 PM.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Close the meeting at, come on.